So we are now entering the part of the exhibition, of YOKO ONO exhibition, that have been installed in Serralves Park. When we started the process of the exhibition, and because YOKO ONO's work is very often addressing the environment, it became a priority to have some of the work installed in nature. So with our team, we actually curated a selection of works that are responding to the context of the park. You know, if you have seen the exhibition, YOKO ONO is very often interested in the element, in air, in water, in the sky, and these elements are what she's staging. She's staging the experience of these elements throughout the sculpture that she has installed in the park. You will also see in the park, and we'll walk through some of them, what she called her word painting, or the works that she, again, very often installed in public spaces. And if you travel throughout Porto right now, you would see some of them on billboards in the city. She located in the city and we located in the park. Words, very suggestive work that she invites the visitor to reflect on. And again, like with the element, to fully experience. One of the work that we are going to talk about right now is part of a series called Garden Set that are, of course, conceived for gardens. There is another one at the entrance of the museum called the Riverbed, which is a set of rocks installed as a riverbed, as if the river has just left and then the water are just left and we're left with the bottom of the river. Here what we have is a deep hole that we manage in the ground, and at the bottom of this hole, covering the entire surface of the hole, you have a mirror, as if it was water. The goal of the piece, when described by YOKO ONO, is a deep hole with a mirror so that the clouds can drip in. Basically, she's managing a space for the cloud as they reflect in themselves in the mirror to drip in and to rest. Basically, it's a bed, it's a house, it's a shelter for the clouds. By doing so, of course, in a very surrealistic way, she's turning the world upside down, because what you usually lift your head to look at, now you have to lower your eyes to look at it. So she's bringing the sky to your feet. She's making the sky achievable, touchable. She's bringing it to yourself. Of course, it's a very playful piece that has a long tradition. You know, every work that have been done with mirror, but also I think bringing, when you experience the work, the tradition and the mythology of Narcissus in the picture, because as you lean over to look at the mirror, you also see yourself, and you take the risk of falling in the sky. We don't encourage people to fall in the sky, but it's also part of the work that you can actually, through this piece, have the illusion that you can dive in the infinity of the sky. So, and this work, this hole for the cloud to drip and to rest, belong to a body of work that are visible in this exhibition that involves the sky. Inside the museum, for instance, you have a sculpture which is a set of keys made out of glass, and out of this set of keys is missing one key. And the title of this work is Keys to Open the Sky. So this work is a continuation of the work which is inside the museum. And the key to open the sky is not a physical key. The key to open the sky, but by opening the sky, you open the dream, you open the imagination, you open the ability of people to think further. The key to open the sky is not a physical key. The key to open the sky is you, the person who are experiencing this work. So this is it could be the real entrance of the exhibition. As many works by Yoko Ono, they make you experience a different level of consciousness or awareness. And in a way, that's her strategy to pay homage to maybe the world of surrealism that she's very interested in. The door follows a set of instruction, like many works by Yoko Ono, like the hall with the mirror we have just seen. And the rules here, the instruction, are very, very simple. Install a tiny door outside that you have to go through, but in order to go through this door, you have to bend over. You have to lower yourself. You have to shrink in order to go through the threshold of the door. By doing that, she triggers few moments of awareness. She makes you aware of your body. She makes you aware of your size. She makes you aware of gestures that we do absolutely every day without even thinking of them. For instance, inside the museum, you have another piece called entrance, where all the threshold, all the doors, if you want, are playful. One is truncated, one you have to crawl, one you have to push some curtain. So it follows the same tradition within our work. There is also something a tiny bit absurd. Of course, you have the choice when you see this work. You can totally ignore it and go around and look at it, or you can do what I've done, to play the game. And it's also what she wants people to do. Just play the game, because when you play the game, you expand your field of perception and reality. On the other hand, this door can also be perceived as belonging to a long tradition of art history that would start first by using ready-made objects. Marcel Duchamp, of course, the artist Marcel Duchamp being the initiator of this tradition. And talking about Marcel Duchamp, actually, he had on his own his door that played a little bit with the same strategies that what Yoko Ono is doing here. Marcel Duchamp's piece was called 11 Rue Larrey, 11 Rue Larrey. And it was a simple door with two door frames managing a corner. So when you would open one door, you would close one angle. And when you would close this angle, you will open the other angle. In a way, the door was never closed and never open either. And so Yoko Ono plays with that. I think there is also something which is about humanity with this door, is when you play the game, when you go through the door, you lower yourself. And I think there is something there also about humility. You humble yourself to enter a space that you might not know. And this gesture of humility, I think, is something that we should all have when we enter a place, a house we don't know, an experience we don't know. By lowering yourself a little bit, by being humble, you are open to receive new information, to receive new experience, to defy your certitudes. And in many ways, Yoko Ono's work is about that, is about defying your certitudes and the authority of the certitude. Thank you.